Hello everyone and welcome to MediSimplified. In this video of Medi Talks with me is Dr. Harshada, graduated from Kazan State Medical University and scored 210. So Harshada, first of all, congrats for your achievement in MCI exam and
Thank
FMC
you.
exams. So
Thank you so much.
you know the idea of this video, why I'm doing it. So let's start directly from it that the many of the students who will come right now in the month of July and will be targeting the September exam. So they exactly don't know. So how should they start? So what should be their mindset before coming to India?
Okay. So actually, most of them prepare after graduating. That's what even I did. So after graduation in July, when you come home and when you know that you're going to go to Gautam Nagar or study from home, the first thing what before buying books or even joining coaching classes, what you have to think is I'm going to pass this exam. Have a positive mindset, because only when you have a positive mindset, you will crack this exam. Otherwise, if you keep on thinking that Arey nahi hoga, I won't be able to do this time. From the start, only if you think and have this negative thing in your head, you're not going to crack it. In fact, of having good knowledge. So having a positive mindset is very, very important. Like, telling yourself before going to Gautam Nagar. That's what I did. Before leaving for Gautam Nagar, I just told myself, okay, I'm going to, work double hard. I'm going to give all, like, full 200% and I'm going to crack this exam. So that's the most important thing. And the first thing what everybody should do.
Okay, so this is how you came to Gautam Nagar. So now let us know that how did you started your preparation? From which subject did you started? When did you started? And how did you end it?
So actually, most of the people, like my juniors also, they keep on asking me how to start, and that's what was, that's the main problem. Nobody knows like how to start. So for me, what I did was I started. Actually, I prepared like proper preparation started in these last 6 months only after I graduated. But I started in sixth year with pharmacology. So I just randomly got notes, but I could not understand those notes. It was from some other coaching classes, my friends' coaching classes. So just I I took one app for pharmacology. I started with that, and that's it. Then otherwise, rest proper preparation I started after coming to Gautam Nagar, like in Delhi. So for starters, if somebody wants to start, so I think the preclinical subjects like anat, biochem, physio, pharma, pathology, they are really important. So you should start with one of these subjects and complete one by one, like the notes and MCQs. So that's how you start.
So for the people who are going to start target the December exam, for them that 6 months is enough, and in even
Yeah.
6 months you can score more than 200.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what I did.
that's
That's
what
what
you
I
did.
did.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
because I have seen many people preparing from fourth year, studying day night. But I wasn't like that. I was like, jo hoga, I'll go and see in Gautam Nagar only. I never studied. I used to study like for the cycles, like topic wise,
uh,
whatever used to happen. But never like proper notes and proper videos. Ki, okay, this is MCI, high topic, let's study that. Nothing like that. I had this mindset. I'll go to Delhi, I'll go to Gautam Nagar and start from there only. So
okay.
6 months is more than enough. That's what I tell my other friends also, like juniors. So they have a very good opportunity to, they have the exam in August or September. So they can actually crack the exam. Like now also there's like 4 months left, which is a lot. So even if you cover like 13 to 14 subjects properly, it's more than enough to get 150 and crack the exam.
That's what I keep on telling my juniors when I'm having a chat with them, that this is the golden opportunity for them, that they
Yeah.
can clear the exam in September month itself. So let us know which were your weak subjects, which were your strong subjects. First, let's do this because
Weak subjects were micro for sure,
okay,
because micro I remember I used to because it's all mugging up mostly. There's no concept, and I study concept wise. Like I don't like ratta marafine, like like that. So for me micro has to be micro, and I did not like orthopedics, so I
okay,
just did the images for ortho. I did not leave any subject as such except for medicine. I did medicine also, like how much ever was taught in the coaching
class.
classes. because I had this thinking, one question can come from this topic, like that. So I did most of the subjects.
Uh, So right now, till now, I have talked with three persons. Then everyone was with an opinion that ANAT is somewhat a weaker subject for many of the people. So let us know, how did you tackle anatomy?
No, in fact, for me, ANAT was one of my strongest subjects because of we had a very good teacher like Dr. Azam.
Yes.
So he used to, the way he taught anatomy, it was like we did not even need revision for that. It was all in my head without any revision. So I did not struggle much with anatomy. But for people, actually, what they do is, they just mug up the muscles, they mug up the nerves. But more than that, I think visual memory is very important. So what I had done also was I downloaded images from Google, like for each muscle and each, like, nerve, plexus and everything. So I downloaded all the images and I used to look at the images and study notes, so that visual memory is more powerful. So that's how I tell others to study also. Like, without images you cannot do anatomy. Just mugging up this muscle innervation is, you won't be able to remember.
You mentioned about Azam sir. I'm trying my best to bring him also on Meditalks, so that it will be
He's the
very
best
helpful.
teacher for anatomy,
It will
guys.
be very helpful for everyone. Even for biochem, he can give very good advice. So let's pray that he comes to our channel. So
Yes, sir.
about micro, you said it was your weaker subject. So how did you tackle microbiology? Because for me,
For
it was not a very tough subject. As you told that mugging up, but I did it in a group study way. That I had one of my friend. Then we used to make divide the topics, and we used to make mnemonics in Hindi, and we used to memorize it by that. So it was very easy for us. We did it in fifth year once, and luckily the same teacher taught us in our classes. So it was just a brush up for us, and we just kept on revising those mnemonics along with the topic, and it went very well for us. So let us know, how did you tackle microbiology?
For me, so I always used to have second thoughts of leaving micro, but I used to always say like I leave it, but you cannot, afford to leave any subject in this MCI exam. So I was like, okay, so I started writing. I put all, like, most of the, we had a lot of mnemonics too in our notes. So I put most of them in my, on the wall. And what I did was I used to be scared to study micro actually, because I used to give so much of time to micro and next day I used to be like, I don't remember anything. Like, I wasted so much of time. So what I did was every day half an hour, like in the last 30, 40 days, every day half an hour I used to take micro and I used to at least read 1 or 2 pages. Like, so that's how you build memory. So I was fine with it.
The
And
same.
strong subjects would be PSM, obs
Okay.
gynae, and surgery, the major chunk subjects.
That
Actually, PSM, I did not like PSM before. PSM was like very this boring for me, but I knew that a major chunk, it holds like a major chunk of marks, like 30, 35 marks. So I was like, I have to make this my strong subject. So I kind of developed this thing. Okay, PSM is nice, PSM is good. So I used to read PSM also, like after every 2, 3 days, like this revision.
Okay. For me, PSM was a very interesting subject. Like, I had that background from my childhood, that I've been uh, kind of, I used to connect it with politics kind of things. So that
Okay,
okay, this thing was done by this party, this thing was done by this party came and changed this. So in that way, I used to have a connect with, and that calculation parts or the theoretical part was easier for me,
yeah.
because in our university the teacher was very good, and she taught us just this topics only in PSM when in our fifth year.
And those are high yield topics,
I
like
yield
one
topic.
question after he hai.
So it
Yeah.
went good for me. So let me know that as you said, for people in September, it is not possible to complete if they are starting now in over all the 19 subjects. But people who are targeting December, will you suggest them to leave any subject, or what should we do? How should they approach for December? They,
No,
should they
no.
leave any
I would
subject?
suggest to leave any subject because especially see preclinical subjects जो है like anat, bio, physio, forensic, pathology, pharma, these first paper one subjects, these are like direct one liners, so there's no concept, there's nothing, so these are really scoring subjects. And otherwise opta and ent, these two are very easy subjects and you can score like 12 questions are coming, you can score 12 on 12 in those subjects because they are pretty easy and very scoring. There's no, you know, confusion or anything. So I wouldn't suggest to leave any subject. If you don't have time to revise, then maybe medicine, but medicine is also important. So it holds patho, pharma, physio, everything together is medicine. So I don't suggest anyone to leave any subject in general.
Okay.
But if you don't have time to do any subject, you can just do the images. Like for those short subjects, you can do the images. For derma, ortho, radio, you can just do the images. That's okay. And otherwise, you can do LMRs, one-liners. At least do 60 to 70%. Just don't leave the subject. Like you don't know anything like that.
Okay. So when did you completed your first reading, and how did you plan your revisions? Because revision
So
is
I
also
think,
a very key thing for the
yeah,
success in MCI exams. So let us know.
yeah, revision is the key. If you don't revise, then there's no point of studying the subject. So for me, I think I started my revision in November, like starting November, because our classes got over in end October, I think so. Yeah, so in November actually, and my plan was to finish 3 revisions in November itself because our exam was on 20th December.
Hmm.
So those last 15 days I did not count because there's a lot of anxiety going on that time. So I had to complete my revision within 35 to 40 days. So the first revision, actually, you have to make a timetable. That's what I did. I made a whole timetable for the whole month, like 30 days, and I put down subjects, like what am I going to revise on these particular subjects. Because if you just open the book and think that I'm going to revise anatomy, you'll keep on revising anatomy for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Until and unless you keep targets, you won't be able to finish it.
Okay.
And also, you should keep your targets really high, like at least keep 2 subjects, so that you will be able to achieve at least 80% of what you kept,
Okay.
like that. So that's what I did. So for first revision took a lot of time because I was reading and memorizing everything. But you'll have a lot of anxiety also. Okay, how will I able to do 3 revisions? I just have 30 days. But the first revision takes time. But the second revision, when you start the second revision, you'll need half of it, like half the time. And the third would be just, the third revision has to be just important points. You won't have that much time to complete, read word to word. So that's what I did. I used to read the highlighted points only in my third revision.
Okay. So Harshada, one more thing that people are not solving MCQs, not giving mock tests. So how should they approach solving MCQs is very important in this exam. So let us know
Yeah.
how to do it. Like what should they do?
So MCQs are very, very important because if you just know the concept and if you just know the theory, it's not enough. You should know how to apply the MCQs. So that's what I used to do. I used to solve MCQs every day, like topic wise. Whatever I used to study in classes, I used to come home, revise, and then try to at least solve 10 to 15 MCQs. And those MCQs, at least if you don't have time to solve MCQs that time, you should at least start to solve MCQs in your revision period because you've got holidays anyways. And what I did was I used to solve MCQs from 10 to 12, like when we have that exam, and 1 to 3. So that's what I did. Last 1 month, I did that because you need to be active during that time when you're giving the exam. So I started training myself from that time itself. Like 10 to 1 was for MCQs. So I used to do all the MCQs, like, from that topic, whatever subject I've studied. So that's very important because also in MCQs, what happens is there'll be 100 questions which in the exam, which are direct. Okay, I know this, but half of them would be like confusion between A and B, C and D. So you have to learn the art of excluding technique. So okay, I don't suppose you don't know all the 4 options, but you know something about the last option, and so you will kind of exclude it. So you'll have three left. Then again, if you know something about, one more option. So something, so there's more chances and high probability that you'll end up with the correct answer. And also during MCQs, what I did was I trained myself to read every question twice because
Okay.
I have a habit. I don't know why I'm always in a hurry. So I used to always, make mistakes as to read the question and accept, as to forget there's an accept there, and
Okay.
as to mark the answer.
Ah,
Also, so reading every MCQ two times is the key to this exam. So
okay.
read and also the options, because if you just read the MCQ, this has happened with me. I used to read the question, okay, fine. Then okay, suppose what does it include? So A hai option. Then I used to not read B, C, and D used to be all of the above, like that.
Okay.
So read all the questions twice and read the options also. That is very important.
In exam, there is a sufficient time for 150 question. I think 150
Yeah,
minutes, 2.5 hours. It's more than enough. You can read the
still enough.
question twice and options also twice. So it's very important so that you don't miss the tricky part of that question, like
Hmm.
where examiner is trying to play with you with one words. He's
Yeah.
putting no or except in between, and then
Except
you miss it and you lose your marks because exam.
these are like easy marks, like more, and these usually except and all comes in PSM, in biochemistry. So you cannot, afford to lose such easy marks like that.
So let us know that how should people use their social media during this period, because uh, with me it used to happen. I used to waste a lot of my time in the evening when I used to come back. Like, okay, let me check it for 30 minutes or 25 minutes, and then I'll go to study. But I used to keep on scrolling here and
Yeah,
there on
that's
3 4 apps.
that's
So what should they do with social media?
no. Like my opinion would be just delete everything. That's what I did. In the
Okay.
starting, of course, I had it, but then later, what happens is when you see, that's what happens with everybody. You think that okay, when I'm having dinner, I'll just scroll, and that scrolling of 10 minutes, कब 1 hour हो जाता है, you never understand. So
Yes.
then again, you regret that oh, I've wasted 1 hour of my time. I could have done that. You go in that regret. There's a whole cycle of that. So it's better to delete everything, because of course you just have 6 months and you cannot do everything in that. You can either study or enjoy. It's like that.
It's
So just focus on one thing, that is studying, and delete. I personally had deleted everything. So I just had WhatsApp, that's it, and Snapchat. But on Snapchat there's nothing. It was just for like memories, photos. But Facebook and all, if someone who's really into social media and wants to be on social media, then I suggest to join groups on Facebook.
uh,
So there are many groups, many teachers have their own groups, plus the like the coaching classes also have groups where they keep on posting questions. So if you want to uh, you know have social media, have Facebook or Instagram, so join groups and study there also.
okay.
That's what I feel.
Like a wise
But
use
social
of
media,
social media, not wasting time.
yeah, yeah.
I'll use this advice because even in right now I'm preparing for NEET PG. I'm still wasting my time on social media, so I'll try to do this. Let's see
Yeah,
whether
that's
it
what I do
works.
now. Also, most of the time, like I on Facebook and Instagram, I've joined many pages. I follow people, teachers, and everyone. So I just solve questions and look at that. That's better than wasting time.
Okay, so
And I
this
remember
was
one of the teachers used to say, like, whatever is happening on social media, whatever people are posting, it's going to be the exact same when you install it again. And it actually happened. People were doing the same thing, posting the same thing what they used to post before. So it's of no use.
okay. So this was all about the examination part. So let us know what are you doing nowadays? What, where are you right
Right
now?
now, so internship,
Okay.
internship, and I'm trying to study, like, but it's very difficult to study at home for me.
Uh,
So, but I'm trying to study now.
okay. So how? What was your feeling day before exam? On the day of exam, I have saw you. We had the
Yeah,
same center and same
we were
classroom
in the
also.
same
So
class. Yeah.
let people know how it was feeling, the feeling of the day before exam, morning and after exam.
So before exam, actually for me, I did not keep anything like, before one day exam, I did not study anything. I just I just planned to study some images, like just go through the images, but nothing else. So I was having a lot of anxiety, negative thoughts, like, oh my God, what is going to happen? But actually, it's very important to keep your calm. So I started meditating that time, like, to just clear my head, that, and I was just being positive, no, I'm going to pass, I'm going to pass. That's what I told myself. And I couldn't sleep all night. I was having palpitations at night. It was very scary. But eventually, and also during the time when once you get your computer, you have to wait for 20 minutes. Those
Yes.
20 minutes are like the longest. It feels like 20 hours. So
Okay.
it's the worst. But and there'll be people, negative people, telling you like I'm going to fail. So it's important to not talk to anybody during that time
Uh,
and not discuss any questions, because and also if your paper one goes well, you have this confidence for paper two. So just keep calm and be positive. That's what I can say. That's what I did too.
okay. So, what did you, when you got your result, what was your feeling that time? Because,
Actually, my it was unbelievable. Actually, I was panicking before because my paper two was not good. And also, like in Gautam Nagar, everybody was discussing the
paper two
questions,
and
and
easy.
whoever even we discussed. So
Uh,
whoever I used to meet, I used to find out I made very silly mistakes. So I was kind of very sad and like I'm going to fail. I just thought that. I used to just pray like 150 mil jaye. I just need 150. So, but when the result came, I was shocked. I was crying for 15 minutes straight. But
okay.
I still remember that day.
Okay. So,
Hard work pays.
okay, Arshada. So, thanks for joining with us. So, let us know that when did you know about MediSimplified and how did you find it? Like, this is what I asked
I knew
everyone in
about
the last question.
yeah. No, I knew about your channel when we became friends in class. So that time you had told me about it, and I've actually seen your videos. So it's your videos are very precise and concept based, especially for like ENT and obs gynae. So I highly recommend everyone to watch my friend Dr. Shubham's YouTube channel. Like all his videos are very easy to understand and precise. It's better to start like study this 10 to 15 minutes video rather than mugging up a concept from a big textbook. That's what I feel.
Okay.
So
Thank you. So at last, like I've been doing this in my every video. So now whoever comes in the video, I tell them to request for like, share, and subscribe, and also tell them to comment if how did they like the video. So do this, and then we'll end the video.
So guys, don't forget to like, share and comment on this video, and also subscribe to his channel. He's working really hard during his internship and making videos for you guys. And also comment down below if you have any doubts or any requests regarding any video. He'll be happy to help you.
Okay. Thank you. So let's end it.
Thank